Hey guys, welcome back. So today let's solve the problem contains duplicate. We are given an array of nums and we're supposed to return true if any value in the array appears at least twice. Otherwise, we return false if every element is distinct. How can we go about this? How can we check if there are duplicates within this given array? The first approach will be to check for every single value in the array, there's another value that's equivalent to this value. So we could say that for this value at index number 0, we will check the entire range of this array and see if there's any other value that matches it. And clearly you can see there's value number 1 at the very last index of this given array. However, doing it that way is the brute force approach, and this will result in an O of n squared time complexity, because for every single value we need to check the remaining subarray for another value that matches it. However, if we decide to sacrifice space complexity, we could use a hash map to store each individual value as we see it, and then later check if the value that we are visiting at any index in this array, if the value already exists within this hash map. How will that be? So let's assume we have a hash map. Assuming we do have a hash map and we start at index number 0, we will check in our hash map, does this value exist? Well, no, the hash map is empty. So what we will do is we will add this value to our hash map. Once we add this value, we can proceed to the next value and check, does 2 exist in our hash map? No, it does not exist, so we can add it to our hash map. Once we add it to our hash map, we can proceed to the next value which is 3, and we check again, does 3 exist in our hash map? Well, no, so we add it again to the hash map and we cross it to in our array, and then we get to the interesting part. We check, we get to the final part of this array. The value 1, does it exist in our hash map? Well, yes, it does exist. We added it at the first index. In this case, we have found that the array is a duplicate in this hash map, and so we can return true immediately because we have found a duplicate value. However, assuming this one did not exist and our array ended at this position, then we will have completed our search and we can return false because we have not identified any given value that is a duplicate. With that said, let's code it up. Instead of using a hash map, I will be using a character set. So it's a simple set, but it will work the same way for this question with a hash map. Now we will be iterating for every number in the nums array, and the first condition we'll be checking is, does the current number we are looking at exist in the character set? If that's the case, we can return true by default. Otherwise, if it does not exist, we can just take the character set and add this value for the next iteration of the loop. If we end up never exiting this for loop with a return statement, we can simply return false because we have not found any duplicate values. We can run the code and see if it works. As you can see, this is pretty efficient. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to this channel for more content just like this one. Don't forget to like this video, and I will see you on the next one.